Ladies and gents, it is perhaps the last round 1 battle. Is this the last round 1 battle?
Yeah,
I think
it's kind of funny because it is the second one on the bracket, but it's the last one to go up. Yeah,
it's all in the right order, and it is Stifsre versus Alex the Rambler, with the Rambler being the red side that I'm looking at. And Mr. Smart Donkey will be looking at Stifsre in the yellow.
Wait, am I looking at? Oh, okay, right. I'm looking at Stifsre. Yes, you're right. I'm looking at Stifsre. Yes. We literally just said this. Yes, I'm looking at Stifsre.
Excellent. So we all know who the players are. As for the factions, I've already forgotten who they were. They're 2 Sands factions. I actually don't have that DLC, so I don't know their names.
The Rambler is Axum, and Stifsre is the Himyar, I believe.
Axum versus Himyar, and they've actually both brought some similar units as a result of sort of being from the same cultural group.
Yes.
We've got a lot of these guys, the Kushit Shotlai.
Yeah, Kushit. We've seen them before. I think it was King of Pergamon who brought them in.
Yeah, he had loads in TWY's coffin.
Yeah, he was playing as the Tanukits. So yeah, it's kind of funny because we had a lot of factions to randomly pick from, as you guys saw in the bracket video, the introduction video. But we happened to get almost all of these Empire of the Sand factions, and now especially with Stifsre and AlexTheRambler both getting one, playing in the first round against each other. Going to see some pretty similar units here.
So yeah, it's an extra Eastern engagement here in what is probably just some map in Western Europe, because
it does look like
the authenticity.
A bunch of armored camel warriors as well. On both sides, actually. I think AlexTheRambler has 2, and Stifsre had 6.
Yeah, AlexTheRambler's doing this little camel spear combo, by the looks of things, where he's got a camel unit supported by some heavy spears on both flanks.
Interesting,
Stifsre's just gone camels, 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 camels. All camels.
So many camels. To have a further look on Stifsre's unit, our Stifsre's unit, since we've almost looked at all of them yet already, there's the Desert Levy as well, and he's got a really interesting archer unit. If you zoom in on them, you'll see that they have shields. They're called Asham, yeah. Shields.
Nice, like a Pavi's shield.
Yeah, so they're like a crossbowmen essentially, and what interesting is that if they're what I saw, because I had to quickly look at this battlefield because of something, but anyway, is that when they start, before they start firing, they actually have the shields out, just like how you would use a shield normally, I suppose. But yeah, they put them on their backs when they're firing, just like crossbowmen, which I think is pretty interesting. I don't think there's a single unit in this game, single archer unit in this game that has that.
Interesting indeed. Nice.
And so yeah, Desert Levy has got a general, the Desert Warlord, and I think points for symmetricality here. It's a very symmetrical formation.
Yeah, Stifsre done pretty well. Rambler done pretty well as well. I think his reserve messes it up, unfortunately for Rambler, because he's put these swords and general not in the center.
Oh yeah, let's put them inside of each other as well.
Which was a big mistake. And while we're here, I might as well point out that in his center he has these delicious Spice Guard, some nice, super expensive 2-handed axemen.
Their axes look so cool.
Those gigantic gilded axes that are probably going to wreck some shiz, I'm going to guess.
So, yes.
So let's have a little look at what other units are on the field. So Rambler's reserve, he's got the Afar Swordsman, very light melee infantry. I'm not sure what it means by very light, because they have like the same stats as the heavy melee infantry. So
no armor, I guess.
I guess just because they're not armored, but they're still pretty powerful. So basically,
yeah, they're pretty powerful.
Shock infantry-ish unit. And interestingly, Rambler has put an ambush out on today's field. He's put Desert Raiders on the extreme edges of the map, facing inwards. So perhaps hoping to draw Stifsre forward, and then surprise attack him with those 2 cav units. So we'll see if that actually happens. Who knows? And that's about it, really. He's also brought those Mars archers, which you were saying earlier are slightly good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I seem to remember from my campaign that I played with the Axum that they are they have another archer unit which is apparently more expensive, but it's actually not as good as the Mars archers. So I remember these guys have either got more damage or more range or something. Overall they're just a good archer unit. They're tier 2 as well, but I expect he pays for them too.
So both sides have some special archers.
Indeed.
And is it the same amount? I think no, Rambler does have the advantage in terms of archers. We'll see if he actually decides to go for a skirmish.
And it looks like the Asham on Stifsre's side actually don't have as much missile damage. They don't look as good, but they've got the massive missile block chance, which he told me is the reason why he went for them, is because they've got their shields.
Well,
anyway,
see if it actually blocks anything.
Yeah,
especially if it's on the back. Let's have a little look, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, let's fight. What are you going to do? Looks like Stifsre's moving right away.
Indeed.
He's rushing right up. Rambler just going to observe the scene to start with. Stifsre are going to take up position on the edge of that wood line. Rambler is creeping up. It's just the archers to start with.
Creeping up.
He's creeping now. He's just reforming slightly in front. Looks like he's moving slightly sideways as well. Just getting himself satisfied. And I'm guessing Stifsre's army is pretty hidden. It looks like a lot of them have hidden, so Rambler can't actually really see what's going on, so I'm guessing he isn't going to want to commit too much before he realises where all the units actually are. His ambush on both sides probably going to be very safe from being discovered because it's so far away.
Yeah, they are rather far away.
So I'm guessing they are also going to remain hidden.
To be fair though, Stifsre moves his cavalry just out a little bit. I think the cavalry unit on AlexTheRambler's right side is all like that one's never going to get discovered, but the one on the left doesn't look that far out there, and it is in fact, a little bit of forest.
It's visible now. Oh no, it's not. I'm lying. I just wasn't close enough for it to have the hidden icon.
Liar.
So I'm going to have some good old-fashioned camping. Now Stifsre is going to move forwards. He's shifting out, but he looks like he's going to keep his main infantry line hidden just about to where he's shifting. So he's going to fight just on the edge of the trees. And Rambler still indecisive.
Very exciting, ecstatic battle going.
He's got the
currently.
archers on the back line, which sort of suggests he's not going to skirmish, although he does have the skirmish advantage.
Yeah, it's quite big as well. I guess still because Stifsre's army is mostly hidden, he doesn't quite know what to do about it just yet.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to do anything right now.
Because he might think that maybe there's some archers hidden around there as well, and he would lose that skirmish engagement.
Stifsre's creeping again.
Looks like he's setting up his archers.
More, his main force will become visible.
He's gonna set up his archers in Alex's in loose formation as well, just to match the loose formation on Stifsre's side.
Oh yeah, they have loosened up, but they're still not moving up. They're almost in range. I think if they just shifted forward a little bit, we would have an archer battle.
Indeed.
But alas, it's another standoff. Camels making a cheeky move there on Alex's right, perhaps? No, they're not, just reforming.
It's like, I don't know, it's going to be hard for the Rambler to win any cavalry battle just because that he has a lot less units. Plus, I believe that as a raider is a very light, it's a very light unit. They're not particularly good against armored camels, I can't imagine.
Yeah,
so.
They need to wait a long time. They need to wait till the camels are completely out of the way.
Yeah. And it looks like Stifsre, on top of that, has his Desert Levy pretty close to his cavalry as well, just to make it really annoying for the Rambler to do anything cavalry-wise. So far, this is...
So I guess the Rambler needs to use the skirmish advantage that he has to do some work. Try and chip away at Stifsre's infantry so he can use his own infantry, which is mostly the same, in order to just go and plough through them. But right now...
riveting gameplay.
We're going to have to get a book out. Because it is a standoff. Stifsre is not moving. He doesn't want to come out of the hidden position, and Rambler doesn't want to advance while he's still in the hidden position. So this is a classic true-to-life battle where both sides just wait to see what happens. Just microing their formations a tiny bit.
We had a little discussion beforehand. The Rambler said that he didn't quite think the map was entirely fair, and I'm starting to agree a little bit because the forest is kind of... The Stifsre's just sort of sitting in it, and I feel like that is a little unfair.
Forest, so it does incentivize him to sit there.
I think he has to move forward just a little bit to get at least out of the forest, so he doesn't have like a distinct advantage with having a forest there. Because if anything, this is not something I actually had thought about, but if anything, it might bring up it's an ambush at some point, which actually does lower the morale of the Rambler's troops a little bit.
Oh, what's this though? Look at Stifsre's left. I think he might be about to discover the ambush on the side. Just because he's going to try and set up an ambush of his own in the same place. Oh, they're running away.
Oh, they're running away,
Still hidden. They haven't been spotted. I'm guessing they're only spotted now. Yes, they are, right.
Yeah, they're gone now.
So he's scattered.
The enemy approaches.
Uh-oh. In the center, the enemy approaches. That's a lie. They are completely stationary. Sorry, announcer, you got it wrong yet again.
On the right side, he's moved up as well, but he can't quite see that desert already yet. So the Rambler is just going to leave that unit there.
But does he suspect it, is the question, because he saw the ambush on one side. He saw the symmetry of the formation. Is he going to think there was another one? It's barely hidden. It's like it's not even behind a tree in most cases. It's incredible that they can't see them.
I said, it's not looking to the right, or out to focus. But it looks like Stifsre's moving his cavalry back on the left flank, but he's leaving his Desert Levy in there. I wonder if that was all a ruse.
Yeah, that could be interesting. If Alex didn't realize the spears were going in as well, he might think it's safe to go back into the forest with his cav and then find the spears in ambush.
Be an interesting thing to see. Although to be fair, the Desert Levy, I imagine if the armored heavy camels charged through it, they would probably destroy that unit anyway.
I guess, yeah, they suck sufficiently that they probably can't do as much damage even as an ambush. And they're actually coming back out of the forest now by the looks of it. They're going to go back to guard the camels.
That's too bad. I like that. I like the idea from Stifsre there, and then he sort of just doesn't use it and walks away again.
He gave up pretty quickly, but the archers have shifted up for Rambler. They're now in front of the line. I don't think they're in range, though. They're very close to being in range. In fact, these range markers almost suggest that Stifsre's archers are in range, but neither side firing.
This is the problem with loose formation, that you have to be properly in range until even the first units start firing. It's kind of odd.
Right, so we've got one
here we go.
moving up. Oh, no, they're moving back.
Archers on the Stifsre side are indeed firing.
Oh, there we go. You've attracted some fire. Just the first couple of ranks of the archers firing, so no major volley is going to go off. Looks like Rambler not losing anything from that.
It's literally just like
few shots.
2 dozen men firing or something.
So there we go. The first bit of violence of the battle has occurred. 3 people shot an arrow at the ground near each other. That's a start to this epic battle. Right, Stifsre making an aggressive move on his right. His camels are going right onto Rambler's flank. Is he going to try and just blast through Rambler's camels, which he probably could?
Is he going to discover that unit or no? He still doesn't look like
he's so close to it, but he hasn't seen it. So is he going to get a rear attack? Will Rambler take this opportunity to save his camels?
Oh, the first man has dropped.
Oh my god. Rambler, is he charging with the camels? He is. He's charging 1 camel against Stifsre's 2.
Oh, and he's being charged in the back. I think he did that a little bit too early, because now Stifsre might be able to reply to that with the counter charge.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he went in for the ambush, but 1 unit's not deployed. But Stifsre hasn't seen it, but looks the same, so he did get rear attacked. Oh, they turned up last second. They're okay now. So the
still got an extra one in reserve as well. It's not using the one. Oh, there he goes. We're using the one in reserve as well now. Looks like the Spice Guard have moved up for some reason, taking the arrow fire. Seems like a very odd choice.
No, that's got to be a bad choice, because surely they're terrible against missiles.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they have bows of their own. They're an archer unit. Ah, now that's their secret.
Wait, what now?
They're firing arrows somehow. I've never seen this unit, so excuse the newbiness, but did not expect that.
Should have actually remembered that. Yeah, this is true, but the thing is, why would he bother doing that? Why wouldn't he just charge them in full on?
I'm guessing they're better at charging, but I mean, he still can't see all of Stifsre's line. Maybe he still suspects something.
Perhaps, yeah, that's a good point.
Doesn't want to just run in
there. It's like on the right side, that battle's going to go very poorly for Rambler. I can't imagine it's going to win that skirmish. Free cavalry versus... Well, free cavalry and a spear unit versus 2 cavalry.
It's just going to go down to the cav, and then even more, not the cav, to the camels, then even more camels will come in.
Still stand up, but the units, the Kushite Shotali, are about to reach the Kushite Shotali. It's going to be very rude. Right here.
Kushite on Kushite action coming in. Looks like Stifsre's ones are in a shield wall formation of some kind.
Yeah, and since there's no range weaponry on the Kushite Shotali, I guess that probably is the best option.
Give him a nice, tiny advantage.
So the general's coming up as well. Desert Warlord
charging, they're just ramming into it. Stifsre not going to move.
Standing there in a shield wall. The cavalry is coming in as well. He's actually sending one of them in the flank of the Kushite Shotali, but his other ones are going against AlexTheRambler's cavalry, Desert Raiders, and the armored cavalry.
Looks like it will be enough. The Desert Raiders surely it's going to go right down.
The spear versus spear as well, except it's a desert. It's actually Desert Levy versus Desert Spears. I can't imagine.
Desert Spears got to be slightly better than Levy.
Looks like on the other side it's almost mopped up for.
He got the Spice Guards though. Sure. Massive axe charge in the center.
Oh, here we go.
Charged forward to meet it. Surely they're just going to hack through them.
We're being shot back by their archers as well. This is good stuff.
Hidden archers from Stifsre, setting everything on fire, including the back same formation. He loves it.
Looks like a center is dropping now. AlexTheRambler is about to break.
Oh, Rambler breaking through in the center there.
On the right flank, it's almost gone.
Through.
The left side is looking a little in AlexTheRambler's favor because he's moved an archer over. I don't know what the archer's
doing. I'm not sure what they're doing there. Not sure they're contributing much.
Oh, the entire middle has broken for Stifsre. It's not looking good for him at all right now.
There goes the middle. He's got the archers. Can they point blank range take down the men who are just charging forward at them? Probably not.
Looks like he's pulled back some units though. One of the cavalry units in the Kushite Shotali. So his flanks are not doing too bad, although it's general versus general action right now, with one of them being fooled, the other one being wounded, and about to be supported by some Kushite Shotali on AlexTheRambler's side.
This is very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. Stifsre is trying to bring his camels back to help.
Camels there. Looks like he's about to send one of his camels into 3 archer units. If he can somehow manage to get in there without them skirmishing away, it's going to do a lot of damage. He's left the spear unit on its own there, and it looks like AlexTheRambler's
having a hard time. Yeah, it got showered with arrows.
One of AlexTheRambler's units came back, but it's just sitting there at the back. Together with his spear unit, just like Stifsre's spear unit actually. A lot of spear unit, a lot of units not doing anything right now.
It's another chaotic battle. Just trying to see what's happening on these flanks. So it looks like Stifsre's spears getting screwed over on both sides, in fact. They're getting abandoned.
Looks like in the center, it's actually not looking too bad for Stifsre anymore. It's not really a center battle anymore, but...
It's just two little nodes of combat going on. And it's a sheer grind. How is Stifsre's general still alive?
Oh, general is indeed dead.
Oh, there he goes. Right, so Stifsre is generalless. Is that going to cause any immediate routes? Possibly. It doesn't look like it, actually. There's one unit of armoured camels considering leaving combat with other armoured camels. And some spears on his side.
Oh, they've gone.
The archers did get caught by that camel charge, by the looks of things. They didn't skirmish away on the other side. So he's going to start grinding through Rambler's archers there very slowly.
Oh, but those units, stout armored camels, are not looking too good right now.
And now they are going down. They don't like the loss of their general. And I'm guessing they're taking slight damage trying to run through those archers.
It's like Stifsre has no infantry except for one Kushetsho to
There's
the
a
left.
guy in the centre. He's trying to use those archers to bring down Rambler's units, but surely Rambler's is going to charge that infantry unit and destroy it. He's taking a lot of casualties though from those archers who...
He's actually firing back with his Spice Guard.
Oh, he stopped to use, the bows on the Spice Guard.
Ooh,
Guessing a charge might be better.
Somehow the battle meter says it's in Stifsre's favor, but I feel like looking at the battlefield, it might be in... Well, actually, no, Rambler's losing his entire left flank, or right flank as well now.
Yeah, there's
some, got archers back.
Very healthy units out there on the side for Stifsre who you can still bring in despite not having a general. So
yeah.
Surely
it's like his archers are being chased all the way away by that desert warlord, and he's sending an armored camp player after that unit.
Oh no, is this Rambler's general going to go down?
Looks like that would be the case. If that happens, I think that's going to be the end of it for him.
Probably is.
Oh, he's just got caught.
Right, Rambler broke the centre for Stifsre, but now Stifsre's bringing in camels. Camel charge right in the
general
centre.
Versus camel warrior unit. The camel's actually thinking about leaving right now. It's almost got the general. Oh, it's actually covered back to shaken, but getting shot at the back as well there.
Friendly fire, they don't care. As long as they kill that general, it's all good.
Indeed.
Well, now things turned around morale-wise. The general routes.
Oh,
will he die? This is very dangerous for Rambler right now.
It's a close battle right now.
This is very close. Rambler bringing loads of units into the centre now.
So many archers and stuff, though, like units that aren't particularly amazing, and it looks like Stifsre's got exactly the counter for that. He's got a whole bunch of cavalry units still alive.
That's true, actually. But will he actually be able to deploy them? Right now, they're all just sort of doing their own thing in the corners of the map.
Well, I guess he's got mobility on the side because of that. It looks like Rambler's going to have to go chase him, and he can just take his time setting up his units in a... Well, what kind of formation can you make, really, with one infantry unit? Yeah, the Desert Levy unit.
Something dodgy. There goes the general. And that's causing a morale shock on
Rambler's men. Yes.
They're all suddenly wavering. Well, bang,
they got one gone.
Go. They're going. No further combat required. They're just giving up.
That did it. Wow.
So,
I thought I was relatively close. If that general hadn't gone, maybe that would have been a somewhat close battle, but I don't know. The cavalry party was charged through and just made it, but Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah, I think in a sheer grind, Stifsre would have just about won, but he didn't have to, as it turns out.
Indeed.
It would have been very close. And the whole forest that they fought in just burnt out.
Nothing there anymore.
All just using fire arrows for whatever reason to set everything on fire. Delightful.
Indeed. That was an interesting battle. That was a very close battle.
That was a very interesting battle. So what a nice way to end the first round of the Total War Attila tournament.
Yes. So for once, I don't have to say who will be playing. Actually, I still have to say who will be playing next in the next round. Stifsre will be playing Musi in the next round. Yep. Which we will see. I have no idea when, because I have no idea how we're going to record round 2 yet. But you'll figure
one
it out.
day in the distant future, we'll
you'll see it next week, regardless.
Holds for future rounds.
Indeed. So yeah, any closing thoughts on the round 1?
I'm not sure if this is true, but I'm going to put it out there that the players who had the most symmetrical formations always won. I think that's my analysis from round 1. So we'll see if that rule continues into round 2.
You're pretty...
I'm trying to think, like Inko against Dragonheart, he had a pretty symmetrical formation. Legend of Total War in his battles, he brought symmetrical formations.
Malekith against...
Malekith, yeah, got a victory with a very symmetrical formation. I'm pretty sure they all won, and it's all based on your initial formation. Even if you don't give any orders in the actual battle, you still win if you have a very symmetrical starting formation. So, little pro tip from someone who has played 0 Attila battles online.
There are Prussian Prince versus Haxa. They both had a super similar symmetrical formation, except Prussian Prince actually had that formation where you had infantry, cavalry, archers, or infantry, archers.
Yeah, he had cavalry as a main line.
So it was symmetrical, but it wasn't very neat. Like it was all just one line, two line, like it was just 3 lines behind each
There was
other.
no beauty. It was just a
Exactly.
box.
But he won that round anyway, so I don't know. Anyway, you might be right on that.
He
We'll
only
find
won
out.
because
But now,
Haxo's formation wasn't perfectly symmetrical, because he had a shock infantry one side of his army and a regular infantry
you're
other
right, yeah.
side, so it was disgusting symmetry. So that
and I
explains
remember,
everything.
no, the Wise Coffin won his battle against. Against
That's true. And
Bergon.
I
He had,
think
like,
King of Pokemon
pikes on one
did
side.
have a more symmetrical formation.
Yeah, and Wise Coffin
And
had
he even
pikes
had
on
an
one side.
uphill, like he went downhill against Wise Coffin's unsymmetrical formation. So I don't know what happened in that battle.
This is true.
Some
That was
sort
a
of
very close
glitch must have occurred because the
Hacking,
symmetry rule
probably.
didn't work there. But it worked the rest of the time, so
Indeed.
we'll see if it
We're
continues.
going to see a whole lot of symmetrical people up against each other in the next round.
Oh, yeah, that's true. All the symmetry fans have won, so they're going to go forwards. So we're going to see some nice symmetrical battles next time, hopefully.
Indeed. Until then, thank you all very much for watching, and have a good day and goodbye.
We'll see you then.